You guys have been wonderful. You guys are great. Before I jump into my set, it's important you guys know this is my actual voice, okay? I know what I'm working with. I know what I sound like. Just recently, someone told me that I sound like COVID. Yeah, to be clear, they didn't say I sound like I have COVID. They were like, buddy, you sound like the whole pandemic. This voice is not my fault. I was born with half a heart. And during one of the 3 open heart surgeries that saved my life, the doctors accidentally paralyzed my vocal cords. And I get asked about my voice a lot. I get a lot of comments. Just recently, I was parking my car in Hollywood. And as I was getting out of my car, a homeless guy walked up to me with a lighter in his hand. He was like, hey, buddy, do you have a cigarette? And I was like, oh, no, I'm so sorry. I don't smoke. Yeah, and the second he heard my voice, I just saw confusion on his face. And he said, are you sure? I did make a wish for my heart, yeah. My wish was to spend a week in New York with my family. Looking back at it, not the best wish. Essentially asked for an average family vacation. You know, because they came to me when I was 5, arguably at my most creative. And I was just like, yeah, New York with the fam. I could have gone to New York with a monkey, you know? Like, when people find out that I did make a wish, they'll often be surprised because they think that in order to make a wish, you needed a terminal illness. But no one knows how to ask me that. And so I'll be like, oh, you didn't make a wish. Shouldn't you be? It's like, no. And then I'll tell people, I'll be like, oh, actually, 65% of kids who do make a wish make it into adulthood. And people are like, oh. I'm like, I'm sorry, are you disappointed? I didn't mean to let you down. I didn't know that was a big hope of yours. Something else about Make-A-Wish that you guys probably don't know is that if you make it to 18, you have to pay them back. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Insane, right? No, I'm just messing with you. Guys, what? Do you know how bad the American medical system is that you believe that for just a second? How would that even work logistically? I mean, some poor kid who against all odds makes it to his 18th birthday, gets a call from Make-A-Wish and they're like, hey buddy, hey. So guess those lungs weren't so bad after all, huh? We take Venmo and check. John Cena's pissed. You guys do know you're at a comedy show, right? And I told you that one of the largest children's charities in the world makes sick kids pay for living too long. And you guys were like, okay, all right. That's just a good return on investment. Something you guys probably don't know about the disabled community is that parents of disabled children have really high rates of divorce, which makes sense because when you're dealing with something that's stressful, it's hard to focus on your relationship. But for some reason, when I was diagnosed, my parents knew that. And my mom said that when I was diagnosed, they quite literally took me from her hands and rushed me into surgery. And my mom said that she turned to my dad and grabbed him by the shoulders and said, this isn't gonna bring us apart. And when my mom told me that, I was like, wow, you immediately made it about yourself. Like, I'm sorry. I was in the other room fighting for my life. And all you could think about was your little boyfriend at the time? Like, that's crazy. And that is what I call my dad, just mom's little boyfriend. All right, thank you guys, I appreciate it.
Start spread.